G'day mate, welcome back to Factorio by the Hell, episode 12½. This is going to be another recap episode. These are happening every week, just before the Friday Facts normally come out. And we're going to cover sort of what's happened in the last week. Yeah, I just need to increase my game speed for this episode, just so we can move around a little bit faster. So we're going to cover what's happened last week and the week before. So week one, really quickly, we got smelting up and running. We got our first iron patches running. We obviously went through Burner City. We sort of got ourselves established. Nothing too big there. We got red and green science running. We got a ammo build running because we needed to start walling ourselves in. We got a green science up and running, and we got our workshop up and running. So this has been slowly built and improved over time as we've unlocked more and more recipes. As you can see, there's still many assemblers that have no recipes whatsoever. In fact, this one right here, which we've just unlocked, is going to be Roboports. But obviously, I need to build a whole bunch of stack inserters to actually get this up and running. So this is sort of where we got to at the end of week one. We got ourselves in and mostly defended. At the start of week two, we went and got a whole bunch more of the defenses done. We actually fully walled in the whole base. At the same time, after walling the whole base, we unlocked fire finally. Well, we got military up and running. So we needed military science first to get flamethrowers. So during that process, we had to... do I have any biter corpses to process? No. We had to collect some biter corpses, which we could then process into brains, bones, flesh, and chitin. There we go. I'm slowly learning how to pronounce the word. Which we can then either process the bones. We can actually process, well, the meat we can cook and turn into biter steak, which is very tasty here, and more importantly gives hit points. At the same time, the bone we can actually turn into charcoal, which is flammable. Really good for feeding into furnaces, along with feeding into our electrical grid, which is what we're probably going to do with it. Lastly, the chitin we can reinforce into fragments into full better armor, I guess. That's sort of the only place we've used it so far, into heavy armor. So we've got slightly better armor on. And the brains, we can actually rip out the alien DNA from it, which is 110% required to run over here and run into our military build. Our military build is your pretty old, stock standard build, but it also requires alien DNA. So we had to start processing the biters to actually even get the military build up and running. So yeah, we got AP ammo here, military there, grenades there, and then good old alien processing over there. We also got fire up and running. So we have oil down here, and we slowly built right the way along the outside of the base. Flamethrowers everywhere, and they're doing a fairly good job of keeping the biters at bay. We will see there's some red corpses in here. These red guys are 100% immune to fire. So yeah, they're a little bit worrisome. And then we do have, that's a grey one in there. That's a grey big biter, big spitter. They're immune to lasers. So we do need a multitude of defense options to keep the biters at bay. Are we going to have... No, I'm not. Of course I'm not going to have any special aliens attack when I actually want one. No, okay. So we got fire up and running, which has further helped defend our base. It has been awkward trying to get this many flamethrowers in around the base, and as you can see, we still have aliens dying everywhere, which is dropping all these goodies on the belts. Goodies on the belts is fine. Goodies on your ammo belts, not quite so fine. So we have had a couple of me running around and cleaning out stuff. I've also got a couple of little recycling boxes here that we can just dump stuff in, and it will slowly get put on the belts on time. Slowly with time. On top of that, you can see this red belt around the outside is basically a collection belt. Anything that comes in here and dies, hopefully there's room on this red belt where all those corpsey goodness can come in here and they can go into our sorting system. We are slowly sorting out all the biter corpsey stuff that we find laying around the map. Actually, there's more of it. And we have a magic sorting system that's literally just sorting everything into its core components and wrapping the ammo and looping it back around the base to run again. It's It's working well. It's not 100% sorting. As you can see on this belt, which is mainly the biter corpses, we've actually got alien ore 3 has started popping through. So it should really be siphoned off and sorted beforehand. But yeah, you know, we're getting there. At the same time, we're also actually pulling all our AP ammo off the belts because they're just not needed. Fire is far more effective. So the AP ammo is actually looping back into our AP ammo build to be turned back into military science. With a couple of these are now running, which are now going to output all these goodies here, which, yeah, reprocessing the alien corpses. There's many corpses that need to be reprocessed. On top of that, we finally got oil up and running. So we got oil up and running, we got refineries up and running all the way over here. And we've already clicked it over to advanced oil. We really rushed through it. We've got heavy oil cracking, light oil cracking, which I've just realized I didn't hook up a water pipe to. So it's completely stopped. And it also means our petroleum tank is going to be running out fairly soon. Problems for tomorrow, JD. At the same time, we're making plastic down here, which is all, well, it's being completely processed by monster bodies. So if we take monster bodies and we cook them up in the furnace, we get back a coal, which we can then output and convert into our plastic, which is coming over here and going into a small red circuit build. I can definitely see this being extended much further down the map. Anyway, we've got a red circuit build along with an engine build and our sulfur over at science to get some chemical science up and running, which is just the base recipe. Thank gosh, we don't need to worry about any sort of alien processing for this, which means we've finally got chemical science up and running, which actually means we've just done a rush to robots. We don't have them made yet, but at least we have them unlocked. We can start making construction robots. Same time, we can start making some passive providers and some storage chests. So we can start using robots. Robots are going to be a very big help to us because it means all this crap on the ground, hopefully we can do some sort of automated sorting system for. On top of that, I just did unlock right here pickup towers. So pickup towers is again one of the mods we've actually got installed. And if I just find a spot like this, where's that pickup tower? Pickup tower does exactly as it's advertised. It's just going to pick up. Oh well, I see the red guys. The red guys are actually immune to fire. It's going to pick up all the crap off the ground, and hopefully if I've done this right, it'll fill all 40 slots worth of its inventory, and then literally with this loader just dump everything onto this processing belt like so. So it's just dumping everything out to be processed onto this belt, which wraps all the way around the base, picks up, as you can see, there's other stuff on the belts. This is from other biters that have wandered in and died, and the closest spot for their corpse bits to go is onto this red belt. So yeah, it's just processing all that sort of stuff and just dumping it into our sorting system. There you go, there's a heap more monster bodies, which are going to pass straight through our filter and straight out the other end, which we can then burn into, as I said, more coal. We're also sending the excess down to power to keep the base powered. Because why not? So yeah, that's really where we're up to. As I said, we've just rushed robots, so robots are going to be our next big build. We're going to need a whole bunch of construction robots, not so much for repairing because we already have these repair turrets around, but definitely for replacing things when they get blown up, because I know down in this corner we've got a few problems with biters coming in. Turns out they can pass straight in through these cliffs. I didn't even realize when I was building it, so they could pass straight in here, and we've had a few problems with this gun turret getting blown up. But that's pretty much where we're up to for this, well, this far into the series. We do have Factorio Extended installed, so we are going to, probably in the next couple of episodes, worry about actually starting to make some titanium. At the same time, we have iron walls and iron gates. Might be worth to start replacing some of the existing walls with the iron walls just for the extra hit points. Will you tell me how many hit points you have? Dump stuff. Come on, craft faster. iron wall with 700 hit points compared to a normal stone wall at 350 hit points. So twice the amount of hit points, which is probably good when we're on a death world like we are. As you can see, pollution-wise, it's pretty epic. And we can already see, like, there's definitely a biter base in here. You can see the pollution's being eaten there. There's a new expansion party out here. It's eating the pollution here. The fact that the pollution's not getting past here either means we have very, very thick forests, or biters have started expanding into this area as well. There's a new base there. There'll be a base right here as well. So the biters are slowly expanding into where we are, which is probably not a good sign. Anyway, that's where we're going to leave it for this recap episode. This is what's happened as of 2 weeks into this series. As always, this will be a daily series, so you can come catch a new episode every single day. And that pickup tower has actually done a wonderful job of cleaning up a decent area of stuff, and it'll just keep doing that forever, which is a-okay by me, because there's a whole bunch of crap out there on the ground. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed these recap episodes, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Factorio goodness. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.